Are we on 11 or 12 today? Is this 12? This is 12.
This is 12.
All right, we are on episode 12 of the One Bourbon, One Cigar Small Business Podcast. And today we are joined by Brendan Brown, the owner of The Bin Spa and Power Washing. You can
JT.
use that in your quote if you want.
Thanks for having me, JT.
Yes. Well, we're all about small business owners here on the podcast. We want to create a platform where people like yourself can come on here and talk about yourself, give you an introduction to other business owners and customers. We're hoping that it grows like wildfire. We're still waiting for the wildfire, but when it does, we just want to lift up and encourage small business owners. So thank you for coming on today. I know you're a busy guy. You're going to allude to some other things you do as well. But thanks for coming on. Like and subscribe this, please. Watch it. You'll find out it's worth watching. It usually becomes pretty funny, and we goof off and we review some bourbon. We smoke some cigars, and we have some laughs and talk business and things like that. So, without further ado, oh yeah, forgot to say, we are here at Creekside Cigar Lounge, where we host it every time. The owners here let us come in and invade this area of the store, and they're very cool, Dwayne and Val. So if you want to come smoke a good cigar, come on. Oh, I'm being reminded that I have a podcast today with you. So.
Oh, nice. Don't be late to that.
Yeah, don't be late. So now let me get my phone shut off so people stop bothering me. How rude, right?
How rude.
Brendan, just give us a quick introduction of yourself. You know, a little bit of family stuff, maybe where you hail from, your business name, kind of the service you provide, and, you know, if you weren't working, maybe where would your happy place be? And then we'll touch on all this a lot deeper as we go, but just want to highlight things here quickly.
Gotcha. Yeah, well, I guess I'll start with my secret. I guess we're going right into my secret fact that might turn the audience off, but I am from New Jersey. So, I know.
New York City.
Yeah.
Right outside New York City.
Isn't New Jersey like the redheaded stepchild? Isn't they? You know, it's New York and then New Jersey.
You know what? I loved it. You know,
okay.
I'm going to admit that.
Heck yeah, it's
crazy. You know, I'm going to stand here. It's not perfect. I'm not moving back anytime soon. But it was a great place to grow up. So
all right.
No complaints. It's from New Jersey. Had a great family, an Irish Catholic family. You know, lots of cousins and always a fun time.
I bet.
Did the typical football, wrestling, lifting growing up. Had a good time.
You don't lift weights.
No, never. And I really
you were born with those, right? You were born with
genetic,
those guns?
all genetic, except my calves, which is why I'm wearing jeans.
No one's born with good calves.
No calves.
You got to work on calves.
I've never worked on them either. So really no calves.
Okay.
But yeah, so you know, my goal growing up was to go to West Point. I made that my goal for my entire childhood.
Really? So when was that infused into your brain, or when did you really decide that?
Well, if you're into college football in Upper New Jersey, North New Jersey,
yep,
you only have two teams to root for. You have Rutgers an hour south, and you have West Point an hour north.
Rutgers.
Yeah, and I'm not rooting for Rutgers. So you know, we were an Army football household for college football.
Okay.
And it's a family-friendly environment. So as a little kid, I'd go up there to the games.
Okay.
You know, for me, the cadets were like my heroes, not knowing that they're just a bunch of 18-year-olds who don't know what they're doing either.
Sure.
But it's a mirage, you know. So.
All right.
And I fell for it, but but I loved it. So I went to the games. I grew up close, and I wanted to go. I put all my eggs in one basket. I mean, I spent 7 years applying to West Point.
Wow.
About 20 years, you know, in the whole.
With 7 years? No, explain that briefly. Why
I just mean like starting middle school. I was with the emails and the steps. And
you were all in.
I was all in. I put my eggs in no other baskets, and my guidance counselor thought I was the stupidest guy. Because if I didn't get into West Point, I was going to community college. I mean, I got denied from every other college I applied to.
Okay.
You know, so things should be substantially easier to get into. Because I was.
I heard West Point's they don't have any ordinary dummies.
No, not always. No, but when you put 7 years of work in and 20 minutes of work to the other colleges, the applications definitely showed a difference.
Okay.
But yeah, anyway, the quick version is I got absolutely blessed. Super lucky I got in. I had a great experience at West Point. I played football. I powerlifted. I was a business major. Just met some incredible people, some of my best friends and mentors. You know, after that, I commissioned into the Army.
Okay.
and I chose Fort Hood. People say they think like I got stuck here, but I chose Fort Hood. I wanted to come to Texas.
Okay.
Came down here to Texas, and I've been in the Army ever since. I moved down here in 2020, the end of 2020.
Okay.
I've been in Texas ever since. I started living in Killeen, and I realized instead of renting a house in Killeen, I wanted to live here. But I love the
nice.
water, so I moved on to a nice little house on Lake Belton.
Okay.
Got my master's, and decided to start a business. And now that leads us to over here. So my business is called, like you said, the Bin Spa and Power Washing.
Power washing.
Yeah, we did that rebrand just to reflect our core capabilities. We
Okay.
originally were the Bin Spa, and in a lot of regards, we still are just the Bin Spa.
Yep.
But we offer full power washing services now. So that name kind of reflects our core capabilities. It was a little rebrand. And now if you're Googling us, if you're looking us up, you won't think, if you're looking for power washing services, you don't think that the Bin Spa shows up just because, those guys are the trash bin guys. Let me not click on them. I want an actual power washer. No,
Sure.
Like the name's supposed to just be a hint like, hey, no, we do it all.
Okay.
So I've been doing that now for 13 months.
Right on.
And it's been just an absolutely awesome experience. I learn more on a weekly basis as a business owner than I did in my entire MBA.
That's the truth.
Yeah, formal education is great.
Real world is where you
Every
where
day
you
is a
apply it
challenge.
and
Yep.
find out. It's the true incubator of ideas and actually failure and success.
Absolutely. So,
I have a
every
great-
day's a challenge. Every day's a learning experience. And
Yeah, and every day there's victories and every day there's losses, and you learn and you move ahead. I do have a
Absolutely.
question about. I'm going to ask later on because I do have a question about other power washing services, but we'll allude to that later.
Please.
If you weren't working, what else would you be, or what else would you do? If you had a bank full of money, not your own bank, I guess a bank account full of money. Although having your own bank full of money would be pretty
that'd
sweet
be
too.
pretty cool too.
And you could choose what you wanted to do. What would it be?
I mean, I would still be a business owner.
Okay.
It would just be a lot less pressure to cash flow immediately. I'd have a little bit more of a cushion to build something sustainable for the future.
Sure.
Because for me, it's not work. It's just so much fun. It's funny. I'm active duty Army, so I'm an air defense officer. So
Which is
so I'm in 69th Brigade here at Fort Cavazos, formerly Fort Hood.
Fort Hood. I'm not getting on board.
To anyone at Fort Cavazos looking at this, please.
Yeah.
We're under strict Fort Cavazos.
What's it called? Fort Cavazos?
Fort Cavazos.
Fork? I think I call it Fork.
Yeah. Well, I'm still there
Okay.
as my full-time job until I get out, as I'm transitioning to my next step. But it's funny because people say, oh, you have a side business, and that probably is how it started off.
Sure.
But the truth is, and if my commander's watching, you didn't hear this, but the Army's become my side hustle almost.
Really?
Not in terms of paying the bills by any means, but in terms of where my mind's at.
Yeah.
It's thinking about my small business. So if I had unlimited money, man, I would just keep doing small business. I'd probably implemented some more things, more travel,
Yeah.
better procedures, better policies. Again, you have to hire a manager to take a little more off my plate.
There you go.
Um,
That's the goal right there.
But I wouldn't do anything crazy. I mean, there's nothing in this world that's that expensive that I need too much.
No, yeah, absolutely. Well, I guess, like I alluded to earlier, we're going to delve in a lot further about who you are. I'm sure you are an interesting person, and we'll talk about your business in a lot greater depth, but we just wanted to do a little introduction. So please, if you're watching or listening, or watch or listen to this, continue to the next section here and listen to those clips. I forgot to mention the what would you call them? I guess they're not our sponsor, but we hope in their sponsor. We always our loosey goosey juice of choice on the podcast here is Clase Azul Tequila. It's a plata. I know it looks like I'm just drinking water. I am not drinking water at 11 a.m. today. I mean, 2 o'clock in the afternoon.
It's 5 o'clock somewhere.
That's right. This helps just loosen us up. It's very good tequila if you are in the mood to spend a few bucks and want some good sipping tequila. Clase Azul, you will not go wrong. So, well, thank you, Brendan. We will move ahead here with the interview and see what becomes of it. So,
Can't wait, JT.
oh yeah, we're gonna have some fun. If you like the video you just watched, hit the subscribe and like button. Also, why don't you hit that bell to stay up to date when further videos are coming out. Peace.